Hey, your viewers and viewers, my name is General Red Strategist. Welcome back to Sir You're Being Hunted. This is episode 311 now. Continuing on with the literature hunt, we're here on the East Island. So, just as usual, to give you an update on things, did a little bit of work off camera. As you can see, those letters I found in the previous episode are now gone. I've taken them back to the centre island and deposited them in the inventory space the inventory space where I'm using to organise them. I've also moved a couple of other things out of my inventory as well and just put them into storage in other buildings around where I'm keeping my letters and books. As you see, that matchbook I had, I've done that. Why do I need that? I've got so many vitality replenishment items here. There's no need for me to be carrying that around. And the axe as well. I've put that into storage too because, let's be honest, I've got so many fucking revolver bullets. What am I going to friggin' be using an axe for? Nothing. Right, I need to drink something actually. Incidentally, that means also we can deposit this bottle as well because we don't need that. But I'll take extra revolver rounds because why not? So that just frees up a bit of space in my old inventory, which is good because it means now I could carry a load more letters and whatever else have you. So we're getting quite a few bits and bobs of material and all that, which is pretty good. As usual, we're going to continue on exploring the buildings. Now, did I explore this row here in the previous episode? I've actually completely forgotten, even though I'm actually pretty much recording this only a few minutes after recording the last one. I probably did. I think I did actually, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Okay, so we can go to Shallow Dangling. You'll never leave. Okay. Well, let's go and investigate this shallow dangling, shall we? I'm sure if you go to a doctor, he can find out what the problem with that is, but oh dear, that's an innuendo. I'm very sorry, everybody. What's going on with me? Last episode, I was talking about a friggin' fetish-themed video that showed up on my YouTube notifications. Before you know it, old Red's making all kinds of innuendos. I'll say that, I literally just made one, so I don't know what I'm talking about. You just ignore me, everybody. Just ignore me face. Okay, right. So hope you guys out there, hope you're all doing very well indeed. Letter. Here we go. Which one's this? Letter 10. We do have letter 10. Okay, we don't need that one. We can discard it. Never mind. I thought for a second maybe we had a new one, but not the case, sadly. Let's see now. Nothing there. What about the back doors? No. There we go around here. Hello. 9. Nothing there either. Ooh, but there is still cheese, which I will eat. Right. Sorry, I'm getting gas coming up my throat from my tea. Still got a little bit of it left that needs drinking up, actually. Oh boy. At the moment I'm just using Sainsbury's Red Label tea. That's the one I'm drinking. It's the only one I got. You can get a big bag of big box even of 160 tea bags or whatever for about £2 per. Yes. Oh, hello. We'll take the bullets. God, if I don't end this literature hunt with a big scarecrow shoot 'em up, then this is going to be one very disappointing challenge, isn't it? And he takes even more bullets. I'm swimming in bullets. I don't need this many bullets. What am I going to do with them all? Man, you know, if this was the Metro 2033 world, I'd be fucking rich, I think, wouldn't I? Isn't that the thing, Metro 2033, in that series? They use bullets as currency, that post-apocalyptic world. Man, you know, I do actually have the Metro 2033 game in my Steam library. I've had it for a number of years, and I recall trying it out once a long time ago, but not really being able to play it because obviously I was on an older PC that just couldn't really run it. So yeah, that didn't go too well. My God, how much fucking revolver ammo is there? It's ridiculous. But yeah, that's a game actually which I've thought about. It might be an interesting one to play on the channel sometime because I would love to be able to play it. It does look an interesting premise, an interesting story and all that. Because obviously Metro 2033, the game, is... there is supposed to be a door there, but I don't think I can get to it. Never mind. Because Metro 2033, as a game, is based on the actual Metro 2033 novels by, I think it's Dmitry Glukovsky. And obviously, I've never read any of those novels myself, but the game does look quite interesting. So maybe I'll play it sometime. So the whole premise is it's a post-apocalyptic world. It's set in the ruins of Moscow, and specifically it's where all the survivors live on the old Moscow metro. They live in the remains of the subway system. And of course it's a kind of violent world that people inhabit, full of bandits and ne'er-do-wells and whatever. And obviously mutant beasts that they have to watch out for. But yeah, I think, yeah, it probably would be an interesting one to play here on the channel. Definitely. I mean, there have been other Metro 2033 games since, obviously, the original one. I think there's like Metro Last Light, is it called? Something like that. Which, again, is probably quite interesting. But, oh, hello, there's a letter here. So yeah, just a thought, maybe. Letter 1 we already have. That's all about Mrs. Cakeshot and all that. We don't need that, so we can get rid of it. Check the front doors and then check the back doors. Nah, nothing there. So yeah, I'm just thinking as well about other games that I have on my Steam library, which I've actually had for a number of years, but have never really actually played them. Again, usually because of being on an older PC, which can't handle them. James Bond Bloodstone, actually, now that I think about it. That's a title in my Steam library, which I can vaguely remember playing a little bit of, but not really getting that far into it. Again, usually because of the issue over how well my computer can actually handle it. Right, so yeah, I don't know, if that's a game that people would be interested in seeing, I'd certainly be up for it. It's basically, from what I remember, it's a third-person action game, third-person shooter, so it has like cover systems, and it's a good sort of spy thriller, I do believe. I seem to recall there's a level in it where it's in Turkey, if I'm not mistaken, and there's like an underground complex or something, there's like a tunnel boring machine, something like that. I don't know. It's been a very, very long time. And that's all, ladies and gents. Oh my god, there's so many places we can go here. Guess we'll go down this angle, I think. Good lord, there's going to be so many letters. You know, it'd be amazing if we actually do find them all in this map that I've generated. Because if we do, you know, and if we could find them actually before we even get to the final island on this map, that'd be amazing. Because it means I wouldn't have to go to every single island, doesn't it? Nothing there. Okay, back doors, please. It's just chocolate biscuits in that one. Okay, Lumble Green on the end. Pretty sure if you have a Lumble Green on the end, once again, your doctor can probably prescribe some medication for that. I'm sorry. What's going on with me? It's not, I'm making the same kind of joke as I made before. Am I just in a slightly strange mood today? I don't know. Maybe I am after seeing that bloody video that I talked about in the last episode. Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? I suppose everybody probably has weird little days like that, eh? I'm sure you all do, don't lie. Don't lie to me. God, my inventory is just gonna be rammed with fucking revolver bullets. It's ridiculous. It's actually freaking ridiculous. So I'm actually lost where I am. Where? Oh god. See, this is difficult because there's so many fucking villages in this area, all converging into one giant super village with lots of different buildings and what have you. Oh my god, fuck it. Right, I've only left myself one space now. One space, ladies and gents. And speaking of the devil, there we go. It really feels, yeah, a lot like we just got so much friggin' revolver ammo this time round. That's the thing. I mean, I suppose obviously in a default game of Say being hunted, you would never actually have that much revolver ammo, because obviously the villagers would not spawn as much as they have here, given that I've upped their spawn rates, which is understandable and all that. But yeah, okay. Right, what do we got? Man, oh god, look, see now I can't even pick that up unless I just drink that as it is. Put it in there. Put that there. Good lord. This is fucking ridiculous, really, isn't it? It's bloody silly. You see, part of me is thinking about maybe just maybe just finding another island and going from there and seeing if I can find letters on those other ones, but we'll see. We'll see indeed. Okay, at those. Speaking of games, actually, I was just thinking as well, I just thought about it now, because obviously I was talking about Metro 2033 a moment ago. Speaking of shooter games that are set on subways and in kind of metro systems, I do have, also on my Steam library, a game from 2003, which is widely criticised for being a game so bad that it's actually weirdly enjoyable at times. And that game is the Stalin Subway, ladies and gentlemen. It's a game which I remember from my teenage years, because back in 2003, whenever it was, I do recall getting a demo disc that had that the demo of the Stalin Subway on it, and I remember the demo being buggy as fuck. But yes, I remember there being a level, or the level that is showcased in the demo, being set at the Moscow State University when it was under construction. Yeah, there's a game actually that I wouldn't mind playing, because you know me, I've played the odd game on the channel which is so bad that it's just weirdly fascinating to actually play it. Like Nikita, the Mystery of the Hidden Treasure even. That was an example of a game so bad that it was actually kind of fascinating to play it and think of what it could have been if the devs had actually got it right. But yes, who knows? Stalin Subway. Maybe you'll see that on the channel at some point. I don't know. Check these buildings out over here. Speaking, though, actually of an old game, also from 2003, which I have been playing and recording as I've been playing it, and which I'm probably going to upload on the channels at some point. I don't know when, but hopefully not too far in the distant future. I think it was made by a Polish developer called Rebel Mind, and published by a German company called CDV, which I believe is now defunct. I think, in fact, CDV actually, went defunct in 2010, if I'm not mistaken. Grom, Terror in Tibet. Does anybody recognise that name? Like I say, I've been playing through that, and I've been playing it actually on my old PC, because my new PC actually, my current PC, doesn't actually handle it very well, because it's such an old game. But I've been playing through that on my old PC, and like I say, I've been actually recording it as I go along, so I'm probably going to upload that on the channel, because I think that would be potentially kind of interesting for people to see, especially if you're, into older and indeed more obscure video game titles. Definitely. So Grom, Terror in Tibet. That's in order to describe what that's like, do you remember the Commandos games by Eidos Interactive? The one, or Eidos Interactive, how you're supposed to, I don't know. Where basically you have the team of World War II Allied commandos and you have to get them through missions without them dying. Basically, Grom, Terror in Tibet, it looks kind of like a Commandos clone, though maybe the mechanics are not quite as detailed or in-depth, but it's set in World War II, but it has an interesting setting, as the name says. It's set in Tibet, which is a setting which I can't say I've really seen before in video games. I think technically it's set in the year 1942, so yeah, it's that year. And it basically is the sort of typical Nazi occultism storyline, going out to stop the Nazis from doing terrible things with the paranormal and whatever else have you. But it's just a unique setting, that's all. And like I say, I've been playing through it, so probably maybe I'll start uploading those sometime soon. Because as of when I record this episode of So You're Being Hunted, my detention playthrough is actually very close to completion, because I've got all the episodes of that, all the remaining episodes that is, actually recorded, and so they're ready to be uploaded. Need to drink my tea, because it's getting a bit lukewarm. Okay. There we go, that's better. Oh, big mouthful of tea. Get a big mouthful of tea, swill it round in your mouth, spit it out in someone's face, then slap them round the head and call them Judy. There you go. Bit of life advice for you all, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, I've actually lost track of how long I've been recording for here, but I think I've probably been recording for a good amount of time there. And whilst I certainly haven't investigated the entirety of this island. I've completely lost track, actually, of what I have checked and what I haven't. So, to be quite honest, I think what we'll do is we'll head back to the jetty, save the game, and then we'll wrap this episode up. And probably in the next episode I'll go back to the central island and maybe kill some scarecrows, see if we can get some bucks, and use up some of my revolver ammo, because Lord knows I really need to. I really need to do that. Otherwise, my inventory is just going to be continually jam-packed, full of crap. So yes, there you go then. Well, let's wrap up here then, ladies and gentlemen, shall we? So, thank you for joining me then for this episode of Sir Being Hunted. Hope you enjoyed it. Facebook and Twitter links down below as usual, along with the Propagandist channel link. If you enjoyed, do not forget, you must leave a like, you must comment, you must subscribe, and you must share my videos with your friends on social media. Otherwise, I'm going to tell the whole world that you used to shove crayons up your nose when you were a kid, and possibly in other places as well. Goodbye, everybody. Yeah, that guy's got a dollar symbol over his head. He's also a new type of enemy we've not faced before. So he's going to have a power-up on him. I think, if I remember correctly, it should be a new type of power-up. Okay, we'll have to do the information thing. What are you? You're a Mongoose soldier, apparently. Soldier is a ground-based military who spends all his time walking. An expert in camouflage, he wears a purple outfit to hide his varicose veins. Oh, what a joke. Have it. We've got a slightly different kind of weapon to the others. Ah, yes. New type of power-up, everybody. It's the shock rocket.
Enough with the costumes already! Doctors!
Shut it, come on, Box. Right, basically,